So many questions regarding Matheus Fernandez with West Ham. What's going on? According to my information, Tottenham are talking to the agent of the player, Jorge Mendes, and they are pushing in order to reach an agreement with the player, but still nothing guaranteed, still nothing closed. So what's going to happen is that there will be more conversations with Tottenham, more conversations with Manchester United, because don't forget that Manchester United are working very hard on this deal. Manchester United are working hard on club side with West Ham. They spoke about Matheus Fernandez already, and they are working also on player side with the agent of the player. So Man United are still there.
Hi United fans, stay connected because this could be one of the biggest periods of the summer transfer window for Manchester United. According to reports from Fabrizio Romano, Manchester United are pushing hard to secure the signing of Matheus Fernandez, and it is becoming increasingly clear that the midfielder is viewed as one of the club's absolute priority targets this summer. United are reportedly working aggressively on both the club side and player side of negotiations, as they attempt to convince West Ham to do business. However, the biggest obstacle remains the enormous asking price. West Ham are believed to value Fernandez at around £80 to £85 million, a figure that has complicated discussions and created serious challenges for Ineos. There is no doubt that Fernandez possesses the technical quality, athleticism, intelligence, and Premier League experience that Michael Carrick wants in his midfield, but the question remains: should Manchester United really pay that kind of money? That is the debate currently dividing supporters. On one side, you have fans arguing that proven Premier League quality is exactly what the squad needs. On the other side, many believe the club should refuse to overpay and instead invest those funds across multiple positions. Let that sink in. One transfer could potentially impact the entire summer strategy. And this is where things become particularly interesting. There is also growing discussion surrounding Mason Greenwood's future away from Old Trafford. Reports suggest he could be on the move again this summer, attracting interest from multiple clubs across Europe. From Manchester United's perspective, the key point is the sell-on clause attached to any future transfer. Should a major sale materialise, United could benefit financially. That potential windfall could provide additional flexibility in the market and potentially help fund further recruitment. Supporters will undoubtedly keep a close eye on developments because any significant income could influence the pursuit of targets such as Fernandez, Baleba, or other midfield reinforcements. Another name continuing to attract attention is Angelo Stiller. The German midfielder has reportedly remained on Manchester United's radar since initial contacts were made last year. Stiller offers composure, technical security, and excellent passing ability from deep areas. While he may not generate the same excitement among supporters as some of the Premier League names being discussed, there is no denying his quality. The club's recruitment team clearly appreciate his profile, and if primary targets prove unattainable, he could quickly move up the shortlist. Sometimes the smartest signings are not always the loudest signings. Could Stiller become one of those hidden gems who quietly transforms a midfield? Meanwhile, another fascinating story surrounds Marcus Rashford. According to reports from Christian Falk, Manchester United are increasingly open to keeping Rashford at Old Trafford next season. Even more importantly, Michael Carrick reportedly wants the opportunity to work with the England international. This could prove to be one of the biggest developments of the summer. For months, there has been uncertainty surrounding Rashford's future. There has been speculation, interest from elite clubs, and endless discussion regarding whether his time at United was approaching its conclusion. Yet now, the possibility of him remaining has become increasingly realistic. In my opinion, if Rashford is fully motivated, fully committed, and ready to fight for the badge again, Manchester United would be foolish to ignore the quality he possesses. We have all seen what he can do at his best. We have seen him light up Old Trafford. We have seen him decide massive matches. We have seen him produce moments that leave supporters bouncing inside the Stretford end. The challenge is consistency. Carrick clearly believes he can unlock that version of Rashford again. If he succeeds, it could feel like a brand new signing without spending a penny in the transfer market. Unbelievable but true. Reports suggest that Brighton midfielder Carlos Baleba remains firmly on Manchester United's shortlist. Baleba is a powerful, energetic and highly talented player with enormous potential. Yet Brighton are also known as one of the toughest clubs in football when it comes to negotiations. Anyone expecting a bargain deal is likely to be disappointed. So United find themselves facing a difficult situation. Pay West Ham's valuation for Fernandez, enter complicated talks with Brighton for Baleba, or pursue another target entirely. What would you do if you were sitting in the Old Trafford boardroom today? Then comes the Felix and Mecha situation, and this is where I personally think serious questions need to be asked. If reports are accurate and Manchester United are willing to move for Nemecha should West Ham refuse to lower their demands for Fernandez, then supporters are right to wonder about the consistency of the club's transfer strategy. Before the transfer window even opened, there was significant discussion about prioritising Premier League proven players. The reasoning made complete sense. The Premier League is the most demanding league in world football. Players already performing at that level often require less adaptation and can deliver results immediately. Yet now we have seen United bring in Ederson from Italy, pursue options from Germany and explore targets outside England. There is absolutely nothing wrong with signing players from abroad if they are good enough. Some of the greatest Manchester United players ever arrived from overseas. However, supporters are entitled to ask whether the club is remaining faithful to its original plan. Personally, I can understand both sides of the argument. Felix Mecha is a fantastic footballer. His performances have been excellent, his physical profile suits modern football, and he continues to improve. Yet, if the objective was genuinely to focus on proven Premier League quality, then moving away from that strategy at the first major obstacle creates confusion. It sends mixed signals. Fans want clarity. Fans want conviction. Fans want to see a football club that identifies targets and aggressively follows through on a clear long-term vision. Do you agree, Reds? Or do you believe flexibility is more important than sticking rigidly to one recruitment strategy? Another player whose future appears uncertain is Manuel Ugate. Reports suggest AC Milan are considering a move, while Manchester United are reportedly willing to listen to offers. This is a remarkable situation considering the expectations that surrounded his arrival. Football can move incredibly quickly. 1 minute a player is viewed as a major solution. The next he finds himself facing an uncertain future. Carrick appears determined to build a midfield that perfectly suits his vision. And if Ugate does not fit those plans, United may decide that moving him on is the best solution for all parties involved. Finally, there is the emerging interest in Brentford striker Igor Thiago. The Brazilian forward is attracting attention from several clubs, and Manchester United are reportedly monitoring his situation closely. Arsenal are also believed to be interested, setting up what could become another transfer battle. Thiago brings power, physicality, and goal-scoring instincts. Whether United eventually move forward remains to be seen, but it is clear the recruitment department are examining multiple options across several positions. The transfer rumours are coming thick and fast, negotiations are intensifying behind the scenes, and Michael Carrick's Manchester United are working tirelessly to reshape the squad ahead of what many supporters hope will be a massive campaign. Make no mistake, this is huge. There are several major stories developing at once, and every single one could have a significant impact on the future direction of the football club. Let us know your thoughts, Reds. Which midfielder would you bring to Old Trafford if the decision was entirely yours? Mateus Fernandez, Carlos Baleba, Angelo Stiller, Felix Mecha, or somebody else entirely? Drop your opinions because this debate is heating up among supporters everywhere. So, United fans, what do you think? Should Manchester United pay the £80 to £85 million required to sign Mateus Fernandez? Would Carlos Baleba represent a better investment? Is Angelo Stiller being overlooked? Are you comfortable with the club targeting Felix Nmecha despite previous promises about prioritising Premier League experience? Should Marcus Rashford remain at Old Trafford under Michael Carrick? And would you sell Manuel Ugate if a strong offer arrived? The transfer window is only getting started, and the next few weeks could shape Manchester United's future for years to come.